By knowing Him alone, this individual soul can sail across this vicious cycle of life and death or Maya. Therefore, arise, awake, and take the shelter of a genuine spiritual master and know him immediately. Once we become aware, we'll attach importance to it and will be never careless. For example, you are just making a stroll after your dinner. You got a dazzling ring. You are under the impression, it seems, it's an imitation piece of thing. Well, my grandson will play with it. After some days, you took that dazzling ring, which was on the top of your table, to a local goldsmith. And when the goldsmith saw it, he told, it seems little precious. It will be around, say, 25,000 rupees. Now, once you know its cost will be around 25,000. Now you are becoming bit cautious and you are putting that ring in the dryer. One day it so happened, one of your friend who lives in Amsterdam, a very important center of diamond trading, he visited your house, and when you showed that ring to him, he was stunned. From where you got it? It's really very precious. It will fetch you at least 5 crore of rupees. 5 crore of rupees. Such a big amount. Now, you lost your sleep. You are putting that precious ring in the almirah, and not only in the almirah, in the most coveted portion of the almirah, in the locker itself. The same ring, and the person who is seeing the ring is also same, but now the vision has changed. Initially, it was just a ring. Now, with such a changed attitude, a changed vision, you are seeing that ring. Because now the vision has changed because you realize its importance. Similarly, the human form of life which has been gifted to us, which has been bestowed on us, once we know its importance, we'll never be careless. Kagbhushandi replied, Naratan samanahi kavaniu dehi jeevachara charja chatajehi बड़े भाग मानुष तनु पावा सुर दुर्लभ सद ग्रंथ निगावा. This human form of life is so coveted, even the demigods of the heaven, they are anxious to get this human form of life. manujadeham bhuvi dullabam samadigamya surai rapivanchitam vishayalam patata mapahaya vai bhajatare manuja kamalapatim. The demigods in the heaven, they are so anxious to get this human form of life. Labdva sudallavamedam bahu sambhavante manusyamarthadamanitya mapiha dhiraha. Labdva katham channara janmadullabam tatrapi punstvam shruti paradarshanam yastvatma muktai nayate tamudadhi sasvatma hasvam vinihantya sadgrahat. Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya Srimad Bhagavatam, with loud voice they admire, they praise the preciousness of this human form of life. You are all wondering, the demigods in the heaven, they crave for this human form of life. It's amazing, it's stunning, it's mind-boggling. Because the worship of the demigods or the celestial gods have been prescribed in the Vedic scriptures. We worship the demigods, but this human form of life is also being coveted by the celestial gods. It sounds grotesque. The demigods in the heaven, they possess a body which is dazzling, which has radiance. Very nice flavor, fragrance comes out of the bodies of the demigods. And from our bodies, foul smell always comes out. With the onset summer season, so much perspiration. This human form of body having 9 gates, all nasty things emanate from our body. The demigods in the heaven, their body is not constituted of the fundamental elements. They have got transcendental bodies. And our body is constituted of 5 fundamental elements. The eyes of the demigods, they never blink. Their shadow does not fall on the ground. Their feet do not touch the ground. The intellectual power which the demigods possess, it's beyond our comprehension. Science has made spectacular progress, but we cannot match the intellectual capability of Saraswati Brihaspati. We have made so much of missiles, bombs, but till now, science has not invented any missile or any arm which is pinpointed to its target. It will hit only the person for which it is being directed. But the power of Agni Ban, the arrow of fire, Vayuvan, the arrow of wind, Brahmastra, which were very much prevalent during Mahabharata, is beyond the comprehension of the entire scientific community. Then why this human form of life is being coveted by the demigods of the heaven? Goswami Tulsidas, the writer of the immaculate Ramcharitmanas, he writes, he gives a very simple and precious explanation. Naraka swaraga apabarga niseni jnana viraga bhakti sukha deni. In this human form of life, you'll be doomed for hell. Now, you are admiring someone. Oh, you are really great. You are so sweet. Your greatness, your magnanimity has no limits. But why you are admiring me? What is the reason? In this entire city, there is not a great rascal who is better than you. You are the greatest rascal in this entire city. This is not admiration. This is not a praise. You are condemning someone. Once you have stated that in this human form of life, which is being coveted by the demigods of the heaven, and now you are telling you'll get a good hell in this human form of life. Let's understand the intricacy, the science of this statement. Suppose you are walking in the morning, you are taking a stroll around a park. Suppose you fall down. There will be minor injuries, minor bruises. You apply Dettol or Savlon, it will be perfectly all right. Suppose you are riding a motorcycle and there is an accident. Minor injuries are very common. You may land up with a fractured hand. And suppose you are driving a car and there was an accident. The injury may be fatal. Fractures are very common. There is a possibility of death as well. Suppose you are traveling in a plane and there is a plane crash. Death is inevitable. So anything, if advantages are much more, if it will be properly utilized, you will have lot of gains. But if you are not going to utilize it properly, improper use will be natural. For example, suppose there is heavy rain. For harvesting the rain water, you have to make arrangements. For reaching the water to fill the overhead tank, you have to make endeavor. But once you allow the water to flow down, it will flow down naturally. So the knowledge which is gifted to the human beings, for utilizing the knowledge, we need hard work. And if we do not utilize the knowledge properly, the improper use of knowledge will bring disaster. 99% of population, they do not utilize the faculty of knowledge because of carelessness. So improper use will take us to the hell. So 99% of population in the world, they do not utilize the faculty of knowledge. So wastage is inevitable. So 99% of population, they go to hell, Naraka. Out of the remaining 1%, some people will think, let us do some virtuous things. We have wasted this human form of life, eating, mating, sleeping. Let's utilize it judiciously. They do virtuous things. And where they go, the Vedas tell, avidyaya mantare vartamanaha swayam dhiraha panditam manyamanaha dandramyamanaha pariyanti mudha ande naivaniyamana yathandhaha Ishtapurtam manyamana varishtam nanyachreyo vedayante pramudhaha nakashya pristete sukritenu bhutvemam lokam hinataram bhavishanti. Those who perform good actions, they go to heaven. Well, now there is a sigh of relief. You are all thinking that, they are quite privileged, they are going to heaven. It's an irony. We, the believers in Sanatan Dharma, we do not know what heaven is, who goes there, what he gets there. And when he returns back, after rejoicing in the heaven, what happens to him? Such an appalling story. We do not know what heaven is. So we write, we send condolence messages, shocked to listen to the news that your father has gone to heaven. We send condolence messages. We do not know what heaven is. Shri Krishna gives a cryptic reply. Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam shine punye martelokam vishanti evam trai dharma mamanuprapanna gata gatam kama kama labhante. Gita. Swargahu swalpa anta dukhadai. By performing virtuous actions, you'll be going to heaven. And there is no real pleasure in the heaven. Depending on the magnitude of good actions you have performed in this material world, you'll be staying in the heaven for those period. And you'll be enjoying that magnitude of pleasure there, not real pleasure. And when the results of your good actions are adjusted, again you'll be pushed into this material world. This time you'll be denied of getting human form of bodies. And you'll be pushed into the lower forms like animals, insects, birds. So the Vedas tell, one who goes to heaven is a rascal, is an idiot. Now 99%, they misutilize the faculty of knowledge. They're doomed for hell. And a few minuscule population remains, and they perform good actions. Majority of them perform good actions, and they go to heaven, and only the fools go to heaven. So, a very few fraction is left, 0.01%. These people, they trample over the temptations of heaven. They attain tameva viditvati. They attain salvation, emancipation, liberation. And a very, very fortunate fraction remains. They are not being enamored or attracted by the temptation of liberation, and they attain the divine love, which is so precious. So, either divine love, or liberation, or heaven, or hell, all these things are being only attained by human form of body. So the human form of body has been held in the highest esteem.